Hello and welcome to the IELTS speaking test. Are you ready?
Yes.
First, we're going to talk about weather. What kind of weather do you like best?
I generally prefer sunny weather. I think it makes me feel more energetic and positive, and it's nice to be able to go outside without worrying about rain. Well, in my country, Vietnam, the weather can be quite hot and humid, especially in the south. This means people often wear lighter clothes, use air conditioner a lot, and try to avoid being outdoors during the hottest part of the day. During the rainy season, transport can be affected, and people might stay indoors more.
Do you think weather is changing in your country?
Yes, I think so. We seem to be experiencing more extreme weather events like longer heat waves and heavier rainfall than in the past. People talk a lot about climate change, and I believe it's having an impact here.
Let's talk about furniture. What kind of furniture do you have in your home?
In my home, we have a mix of furniture. In the living room, there's a sofa, a table, and a TV stand. In the bedrooms, we have beds, closets, and desks.
Is there any furniture you would like to buy in the future?
Yes, I'm actually thinking about getting a new bookshelf. My current one is quite small, and I'm running out of space for my books. I would like a larger, more modern one, perhaps with some nice lighting.
Do people in your country prefer traditional or modern furniture?
I think it's a mix, but increasingly people seem to prefer modern furniture, especially younger generations. Modern styles are often more practical for smaller living spaces, and they tend to fit in with the contemporary uh, interior designs. However, older generations might still value traditional pieces.
Now, the last topic is art. Do you like art?
Yes, I do. I enjoy looking at the various forms of art, though I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I I like painting and music.
What kind of art do you like?
I'm quite drawn to modern and abstract art because I find it thought-provoking. I also appreciate traditional landscape and portraits, but I find abstract pieces more interesting as they often invite different interpretations.
And is art popular in your country?
I think so because there are many art galleries and exhibitions, especially in the bigger cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. Traditional arts like seal painting are also very much appreciated and widely available.
Alright, that would be the end of part one. We are moving on to the next part of the IELTS speaking test. In this part, I'm going to show you a cue card. You will have 1 minute to prepare for your answer. Now, here's your cue card. You have 1 minute to prepare, and your 1 minute starts now. Your 1 minute is over. Now, I would like you to describe a picture or photo that is important to you. You can start speaking now.
Okay, I would like to talk about a photo that's really important to me. It's a picture of my family, including my parents, my two younger sisters, and me, all together at my grandmother's house. In the picture, we are all sitting on a long wooden bench in the garden, and there are some fruit trees and flower in the background. My dad is on one end, smiling and holding my younger sister, who was probably about 2 years old then. My mom is in the middle, and my other sister and I are on the other side, looking a bit shy but also happy. People is wearing casual clothes, and the sun is shining brightly, so it looks like a warm and pleasant day. My older sister, who is quite good with cameras, actually took the picture. She has just bought a new digital camera at the time and was keen to try it out. The photo was taken about 5 years ago during the Lunar New Year holiday, which is called Tết in Vietnam. We were visiting my grandmother's home in the countryside, which is a place we often go for family gatherings. It's a very traditional house with a big garden, and we always have a lot of fun there. This picture is really important to me for a few reasons. Firstly, it captures a moment when my whole immediate family was together, which doesn't happen as often now that we are we are all older and have different schedules. It reminds me of those simple, joyful times. Secondly, it was taken at my grandmother's house, which holds so many fond memories for me. It's a place of comfort and happiness. Every time I look at it, it brings back a sense of warmth, family connection.
Thank you. That will be the end of part 2. Now we're moving on to the last part of the IELTS speaking test. We've been talking about picture that is important to you. Now, let's discuss some broader issues related to pictures in photography. I'd like to ask you about the role of photography. Do you think photographs are important in today's society?
Yes, I think so, because they serve many purposes, from documenting personal memories and historical events to conveying information and expressing artistic ideas in our digital age. Images are everywhere, playing a huge role uh, in communication and how we perceive the world.
How has photography changed over the last few decades?
I think that photography has changed dramatically. The biggest shift is probably the move from film to digital. This has made photography much more accessible and affordable for everyone. Now, almost everyone has a camera on their phone, allowing them to take photos and share them globally. Social media has also transformed how we interact with photos, making them a central part of our online lives.
Do you think it's important to preserve old photographs?
Yes, I believe it's very important to preserve our photographs. They are invaluable historical records, not just for individual but also for society. Our photos offer a glimpse into the past, showing us how people lived, dressed, and what their surrounding looked like. They connect us to our heritage and help us understand our history and where we come from.
Very good. Now let's discuss pictures and memories. Do you think people take too many photos these days?
Uh, on one hand, yes, sometimes it feels like people are uh, constantly taking photos, perhaps just for the sake of it, without truly appreciating the moment. On the other hand, it's also a way to uh, for people to capture memories and share their experience. I think the key is balance, enjoying the moment while also capturing some key memories.
What is the difference between seeing a real place and seeing a picture of it?
I think there's a huge difference. A picture can only capture a two-dimensional representation of a place. It lacks the sensory experience, the sounds, the smells, the feeling of the atmosphere, and the sense of scale that you never get from being there in person. A picture can give you an idea, but can never fully replicate the immersive experience of a real place.
Do you think it's better to rely on photos or our own memory to recall events?
I think it's best to have a combination of both. Our own memory is rich with a personal feeling and interpretation, but it can also be unreliable and it can be fade over time. Photo acts as helpful prompts and concrete recall, reminding us of details we might otherwise forget. However, if we rely solely on a photo, we might miss our we might miss out on truly experiencing and embedding those memory in minds in the first place.
That's very good. Congratulations, that would be the end of our IELTS speaking test. You happy?
Yes.